Chapter 5. Water for all. All living things need water to live. Without water, there would be no life. To work properly, our body needs water every day. Water helps in digestion of food. It also helps to remove waste from the body. Water is life. Uses of water. We use water for drinking, cooking, washing, cleaning. Besides these daily chores, water is also needed for the following purposes: irrigation, in the extinguishers, in factories. Animals also need water for bathing, drinking, and to stay cool in summer. Animals like fish, octopus, starfish, duck, etc. live only in water. The camel is known as the ship of the desert. It drinks a lot of water at one time and can live without water for several days. Do you know? Crops like sugarcane, tea need low quantity of water, while rice needs a large quantity of water. Some plants like water lily and lotus are adapted to live in water. Plants such as date palm and cactus need very little water and can grow in dry areas like deserts. Their roots absorb water from the soil. Farmers need a lot of water to grow crops. Water is also used to produce electricity. Sources of water. We get water mainly from rain. Rainwater is often considered the cleanest form of water. But when it falls from the clouds, it gets mixed up with dust and gases present in the air. This makes rainwater dirty. We get water from rivers, lakes, ponds, and wells. These sources of water are filled with rainwater. Rainwater also seeps into the ground, which we can get from under the ground through hand pumps or tube wells. In villages, people dig wells to draw the underground water out. It is used for drinking and agriculture. In cities, water reaches homes through pipes. Before it reaches our homes, water from rivers and lakes is collected and cleaned in big water treatment plants. It is then passed into large storage tanks near homes. Water from the storage tanks reaches our homes through pipes. Water treatment plant. A water tank stores water supplied by the water department. Tap water. Sometimes water supplied to our homes is not clean. We can clean it at home by boiling it for a few minutes. This kills the germs in it. We can also use a water filter or a water purifier. Water storage. We must save and store water carefully for our use. Store it in a clean container. Keep the container covered so that dust, flies, and other insects do not get to it. Water scarcity. There is a scarcity of drinking water in many places in our country. In villages, people store water in earthen pots and containers made of metals like copper or brass. They also use these pots to fetch water from rivers and cities. People also store water in containers made of metals like steel and aluminium and in plastic containers like tanks, buckets and bottles. Pot. Container. Water cycle. Water cycle is a change of liquid water into water vapor and then back into liquid water in nature. Water vapor does not always stay in the air. As it goes up, it cools down and changes into liquid water. Clouds are formed in the sky by this water vapor, reaches high up in the cooler regions. It cools and forms tiny droplets of water on small dust particles. Evaporation, transpiration, condensation, precipitation, snow melt runoff, surface runoff. Water cycle. These particles join together to form clouds. When the clouds become cool, the water vapor again turns to water and falls as rain. This rainwater flows back into the springs, streams, rivers, lakes, and the sea, and the process begins all over again. Like this, water goes round and round in nature. This is called the water cycle. Save water. Water is precious. If each one of us behave in a responsible way, we can save water from being wasted. Do not let the tap run when you brush your teeth. Use a bucket and a mug to have a bath rather than a shower. Taking shower wastes water. Use rainwater harvesting method to save rainwater for other uses. Get leaking taps and broken pipelines repaired. Plant more trees. It helps in conserving water. Value voice. Save water, save life. Key words. Water treatment plant. A place where water is purified through a process before it comes to our home. Water cycle. Change of liquid water into water vapor and then back into liquid water. Germs. Very small sized organisms which cause different types of diseases. Rainwater harvesting. Storing and saving rainwater for future use. Let's remember, all living things need water to live. Animals and plants also need water. Rain is the main source of water on the earth. We use water for many activities like drinking, bathing, and cooking. In villages, people get water from wells, tube wells, hand pumps, rivers, and lakes. In towns, people get water from the public water supply system. Tap water is purified in water treatment plants before it comes to our houses. Natural reasons and human beings are responsible for water shortage. The cycle in which water goes through many changes and comes back to the point of start is called water cycle.